Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of the 5th of October 2021. Essence. Sweet children, make your impure and dirty souls and bodies pure by having remembrance of the Father, because you now have to go to the pure world. Question. Which children find God? What account has the Father shown you? Answer. Those who have performed devotion from the beginning find God. Baba has shown you the account of how you are the first ones to perform devotion. This is why you are the ones who receive knowledge from God first, and it is through this that you then rule the kingdom in the new world. The Father says, "You have been remembering me for half the cycle. I have now come to give you the fruit of your devotion." Song. To live in your lane and to die in your lane. Om Shanti. You children heard the song. When someone dies, he takes birth to a father. You know that you are souls. The other relates to your bodies. You shed your body and then go to another father. You have had so many physical fathers. In fact, originally, you are children of the incorporeal Father. You souls are the children of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You are residents of the place that is called the land of Nirvana, the land of peace. The Father too resides there. You come down here and become children of physical fathers, and you forget the Father. In the Golden Age you remain very happy, and therefore forget the Father from beyond this world. You don't remember him at a time of happiness. You remember him in sorrow, and it is souls who remember him. When you remember your physical father, your intellect goes towards his body. When you remember that Baba, you say, "Oh Baba." Both are Babas, but the right word is Father. That one is the Father, and this one is also a Father. The soul remembers the spiritual Father, and so the intellect goes up there. That Father sits here and explains to you children. You now know Baba has come and made us belong to him. The Father says, "First of all, I sent you to heaven. You were very wealthy, and then you took 84 births and, according to the drama plan, you have now become unhappy. According to the drama, this old world has to end. You souls and the costumes of your bodies were Sato Pradhan. Then, from the Golden Age, you souls went into the Silver Age with your bodies, and then into the Copper Age. You souls have now become completely impure, and your bodies too have become impure. Just as no one likes 14-karat gold because it becomes tarnished, so you souls too have become ugly and iron-aged. Now, how can you souls and your bodies that have become so dirty become pure again? When souls become pure, they can receive pure bodies. How can that happen? Is it by bathing in the Ganges? No. People call out, "O purifier, come." The soul says this, and so the intellects go to the Father from beyond. "O Baba." Look how sweet the term Baba is. It is only in Bharat that they say, "Baba, Baba." You have now become soul conscious and you belong to Baba. Baba says, "I sent you to heaven and you took new bodies. What have you now become?" You should constantly have these things inside you. You should only remember Baba. Everyone remembers him. "O Baba, we souls have become impure. Now come and purify us." This is also part of the drama, and this is why they call out. According to the drama plan, he can only come when the old world has to become new. Therefore, he definitely comes at the confluence age. You children have the faith that Baba is the most beloved. It is said, "Sweet, sweeter, sweetest." Now, who is sweet? In worldly relationships, it is the Father who gives you a birth who is sweet. Then it is the teacher with whom you study and through whom you claim a status. It is said that knowledge is the source of income. Gyan is knowledge and yoga is remembrance. No one knows the unlimited Father. It is clearly shown in the pictures that Shiv Baba carries out establishment through Brahma. How could Krishna teach Raja Yoga? Raja Yoga is only taught for the Golden Age, and so the Father must definitely have taught it at the Confluence Age. It is Baba who establishes the Golden Age. He carries it out through Brahma. He is Karan Karavanha, brackets, the one who acts himself and acts through others. Those people speak of Trimurti Brahma. However, Shiva is the highest on high. This one is corporeal and that one is incorporeal. There is just this world. The cycle of this world continues to turn and repeat. No world cycle of the subtle region is remembered. The history and geography of the world repeat. It is remembered that there are the golden, silver, copper and iron ages. The confluence age is definitely needed in between. Otherwise, who would change the iron age into the golden age? The Father only comes at the confluence age to change residents of hell into residents of heaven. The older the world becomes, the greater the sorrow there is. The more Tamo-pradhan a soul is, the more sorrow he experiences. Deities are Sato-pradhan. That one is the highest authority God-fatherly government, and Dharamraj is also with him. The Father says, "You were residents of the temple of Shiva, and it is now a brothel. You were pure and have now become impure and call yourselves sinners." Souls say, "I am without virtue. I do not have any virtues." Whenever they go to a temple of any of the deities, they sing this in front of them. They should say this in front of the Father. They put him aside and say this to their brothers. Those deities are your brothers. You are not going to receive anything from your brothers. You have continued to come down while worshipping brothers. You children now know the Father has come, and that we receive the inheritance from him. However, human beings don't know the Father at all. They say he is omnipresent. Some then say he is the element of infinite light. Some say he is beyond name and form. They say he has the form of eternal light, and so how can they say he is beyond name and form? Because of not knowing the Father, they have become impure. Souls had to become Tamopradhan. It is only when the Father comes that he can purify everyone. All souls reside with the Father in the incorporeal world. They then come down here and play their parts of Sato, Rajo and Tamo. It is souls who remember the Father. The Father comes and says that he takes the support of the body of Brahma. This one is the lucky chariot. There cannot be a chariot without a soul. They say that Bhagirath (the lucky chariot) brought the Ganges. That is not possible. However, they understand nothing at all about what they say. It has been explained to you children that this is the rain of knowledge. What will happen through this? You will become pure from impure. The river Ganges and the river Jamna also exist in the Golden Age. They say that Krishna used to play on the banks of the river Jamna. No such things happened. He is a prince of the Golden Age, and he would therefore be sustained with a lot of care because he is a flower. Flowers are so beautiful. Everyone comes and takes fragrance from flowers. They would not take fragrance from thorns. It is now the world of thorns. The Father comes and changes the forest into the garden of flowers, and this is why he is also called Babulnath, the one who changes thorns into flowers. They sing his praise, Baba who changes thorns into flowers. You children should have so much love for the Father. You now know that you belong to the unlimited Father. You now have a relationship with him and also with your physical father. When you remember the Father from beyond, you will become pure. You souls know those are your worldly fathers, whereas this one is your Father from beyond this world. On the path of devotion too, souls know those are their worldly fathers, and that this one is God the Father. Souls remember the imperishable Father. No one knows when the Father comes and establishes heaven. The Father comes to purify the impure. Therefore, he would definitely come at the confluence age. In the scriptures, they have written that the duration of each cycle is hundreds of thousands of years, and this put people into total darkness. They say that those who do a lot of devotion find God. Therefore, Those who do the maximum devotion should surely find him first. Baba has told you about the account. You are the first ones to perform devotion. You are the ones who should receive knowledge from God first, so you can then rule the kingdom in the new world. The unlimited Father is giving you children knowledge. There is no question of difficulty in this. The Father says, "You have been remembering me for half the cycle. No one remembers me in happiness. At the end, when you have become unhappy, I come and make you happy." You are now becoming very great people. The bungalows of the chief ministers and prime ministers are first class. All their furniture would be first class. You are becoming such great people. You are becoming deities with divine virtues, the masters of heaven. There you will have palaces studded with diamonds and jewels. There your furniture will be first class, inlaid with gold. This is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. Shiva is also called Rudra. When devotion ends, God creates the sacrificial fire of Rudra. In the Golden Age, there is no question of sacrificial fires or devotion. It is only now that the Father creates the imperishable sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra, which is then remembered later. Devotion does not continue all the time. There is devotion and knowledge. Devotion is the night and knowledge is the day. The Father comes and brings the day. Therefore, you children should have so much love for the Father. The Father is making us into the masters of the world. Baba is the most beloved. There is nothing lovelier than him. You have been remembering him for half the cycle and saying, "Baba, come and remove our sorrow." The Father has now come and he explains, "Children, you have to stay at home with your family. For how long would you stay here with Baba? You can only stay with him in the supreme abode. You cannot stay with him here. Here you have to study knowledge. There are very few people who study knowledge. Does a study take place through a loudspeaker? How would the teacher ask questions? How would you be able to respond to a loudspeaker? This is why only a few students are taught at a time. There are many colleges and everyone has examinations and the results are announced. Here only the one Father teaches you. You should also explain that everyone has two fathers, a physical one and the one from beyond this world. People remember the Father from beyond at a time of sorrow. That Father has now come here. The Mahabharat war is in front of you. Those people think that Krishna came at the time of the Mahabharat war, but that is not possible. The poor people are so confused. Still, they continue to say, "Krishna, Krishna," all the time. Shiva, as well as Krishna, is most beloved. However, that one is incorporeal and this one is corporeal. The incorporeal Father is the Father of all souls. Both are most beloved. Krishna is also a master of the world. You can now judge who is lovelier. Only Shiv Baba makes you so worthy. What does Krishna do? It is the Father who makes him become that. Therefore there should be greater praise for that Father. The Father has explained that all of you are Parvatis. Shiva, the Lord of Immortality, is telling you the story. All of you are Arjunas, and all of you are Draupadi's. This vicious world is called the kingdom of Ravan. That is the viceless world. There is no question of vice there. Would the incorporeal Father create a vicious world? There is sorrow in vice. Sannyasis have Hatha Yoga, the path of isolation. Sannyasis have Hatha Yoga, the path of isolation. There can never be renunciation of action. That can only be possible when a soul separates from his body. All the accounts of action begin in the jail of a womb. However, to speak of renunciation of action is wrong. Many people study Hatha Yoga, etc. They go and sit in caves and even walk on fire. They have many occult powers. They make many things emerge through magic. God is even called the magician, the jewel merchant, and the businessman. However, no one can receive liberation or salvation through them. Only the one true Satguru comes and grants liberation and salvation to everyone. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, BaapDada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual Father. Essence Vedana 1. There is only the one most beloved Father who changes thorns into flowers. Remember him with a lot of love. Become pure, fragrant flowers and give everyone happiness. 2. This knowledge, (study), is your source of income. Through this you become very great people for 21 births. Therefore, study it well and also teach others. Become soul conscious. Blessing. May you make BaapDada your companion and become an easy yogi who does everything with double force. When carrying out any task, make BaapDada your companion and the work will be done with double force. You will also very easily have awareness of him, because anyone who is always with you is naturally remembered. By being a companion in this way, and by constantly having the company of the truth in your intellect, you will become an easy yogi. Because of having this powerful company, you will do every task with double force and experience success. Slogan. A Maharati is one who is never influenced by any external influence of Maya. Om Shanti.